Chapter 20. His Surprise. Yoon POV. I look down, while I can feel his lips and tongue on my neck, but this time it's not hurting me. This isn't the thing which is increasing my hate for myself. In my whole life, there isn't a question which I can't answer, if not correctly, but still I was never as clueless as today. Is it the toughest question in the world? Well, no. Is it asked by the most intelligent person in the world? Obviously not. Still, I am stuck on this simple question. A formula, not even an equation of confusing variables and constants. But why I don't know it then? The answer is clear and simple, but accepting it is the hardest part. I am becoming ungrateful for the things I am getting. I am becoming someone I hated from the time I came to my senses. The person beside me said something while his teeth sank into my body, but I didn't feel anything. The thought is crushing me under it. The hit of reality is so hard, it left my mind and senses numb and useless. I never asked for luxury and fame in my life. The only thing I ever thrashed for is skills. The lessons life taught me in childhood were enough for me to understand that everything can betray you. Everyone can turn their back on you. But your mind and body will always be with you. And just a bit of distraction. A simple turn in my life, I accept it's the biggest one, but not big enough that it breaks my hunger for learning, craving of leaving everyone behind and storming towards the red ribbon alone. I don't know who I can blame other than myself. I have no one. Circumstances? Haven't they been worse once upon a time? Companion? Wasn't I alone that time? Nothing and no one I found to shift this burden of blame on, to console myself that it's not my fault. A cavity is making its space inside me as I know something is dying. I can feel a part of me missing, and I am unable to save it as I don't know which part it is. Suddenly, a cold finger turned my straight face, and I met a pair of angry eyes, but they turned into concerned ones within a second. A tear rolled down from my eyes. I didn't realize brimming, and in another second, the coldest person I have met in my life pulled me towards his embrace, giving me warmth whose existence I didn't notice till now. Patting my head, he is saying something to me, but my mind is too numb to understand it, while my emotions are too overwhelmed to even care. And suddenly a sob escaped from my mouth, shocking me. Am I crying? Am I crying for the loss, but I don't know what I lost? I don't know why I am crying, but it seemed the only way to pour the emotions bubbling inside me. Maybe it's the only way to escape from the irrational fear. I am shivering under his protective embrace as I can hear his concerned voice and soft pats on my head. Maybe he isn't enjoying my pain. Maybe he doesn't hate me. But it doesn't matter now. I started hating myself. Now no one's care and love will be able to give me back what I lost, because I lost myself this time. I sobbed even more loudly with realization. My body is shivering like it is exposed to the winter without any wool. I curled myself into a ball under his embrace, trying to hide from him, trying to hide from myself, from those emotions and heartbreaking realization. I am sobbing and crying for I don't know how long, while hugging myself, but Taewang didn't get irritated. He didn't shout or lose his temper because of my lack of response. He didn't leave me alone so that my thoughts could kill me completely. He sat there patiently, while hugging me, trying to give whatever amount of warmth he could give to my shivering body, while his hands are patting my head, maybe trying to make me feel safe. His voice was the constant companion of my sobs as my mind was too numb to understand his words. His voice was soft and concerned, something which I heard months ago. I don't know. I should be happy that he loves me or sad that he loves me too much to let me go. I know it was love which he had. The affection which shines in his eyes is the same I saw in Kai's eyes, the same I saw in my eyes for Kai. I sobbed even louder. I don't know why I am crying, but I do know one thing, that it is not helping. His hand constantly patting my head and caressing my back isn't helping. Me being away from my family and loved ones isn't helping. He, sitting next to me, can never help. But what is killing me is the realization of my worthlessness. I closed my eyes, not knowing how to get rid of that thought. How to calm down my heart, which is bleeding inside me. Calm down. You're okay. I heard his words as his hand is still patting my head. His other arm is wrapped around me so tightly, like he wants to protect me from the world. I am not going to punish my baby, just don't cry. My body tensed up with the word punish, but I don't have any energy to struggle out of his grip, so I hide even more inside him. Sure, it's okay if my baby doesn't know, I will teach her. I will teach you everything I know. Shoot, you don't have to worry. My tears are soaked by his shirt, as I am still shivering under him. Don't cry, my love, you are such a smart girl. I will teach you. Just calm down, you didn't miss anything. I cried even louder. I don't know why, but his words are bringing a different type of storm inside me. You are so strong. Why are you crying? Stop crying, baby. It's okay, my love. I know you are a brilliant student. It just slipped from your mind. He is caressing my back as I am hiccuping continuously. His soft voice is laced with concern. You are my smart baby. Now stop crying. I shook my head against his chest. I don't even know if you will be able to differentiate it from my shivering body. I am. I again closed my eyes as a loud sob escaped my lips. Worthless, not smart. For another second, I felt his grip on me loosen. I closed my eyes even more tightly. He is going to leave me. I don't know why this is hurting, but the thought of him abandoning me is making me cry more. You are worthless. A waste, trash. They were right from the start. No matter how much I deny them, it's true. You deserve what you are going through. You brought it to yourself. Yes, I brought it to myself. I am dumb, stupid. That's why I am stuck in this situation. I am not as smart as Mom. Dad thinks I am. I am not intelligent, which Kai always considers me. You don't deserve to be happy. Maybe that's why it always has to repeat. It have to give me the same pain over and over again. Maybe I literally don't deserve to be happy. That's why Taewang married me on the same day when I was ready to step out of that cold ocean of pain with Kai. He pushed me even deeper in it. And now I am drowning in it, too tired to swim anymore. To try to fight again. I was pulled back as I opened my eyes slowly, waiting for him to agree with me. Expecting him to shout how worthless I am and how I don't deserve anything, any respect I am getting because of him. I flinched when his hands touched my face. His palm softly cupped my cheeks with his shivering hands. I expected it to turn tight, but he kissed my head before lifting it. I looked at his red eyes with fear. Last time when his eyes were red, he made me sign that useless paper called marriage certificate. God knows what will happen now. Everything stopped for a few seconds, and we stared into each other's eyes, mine with fear and his with darkness, anger, but with softness and love too. My hiccup didn't dare to escape, sobs settled down calmly, and my tears refused to release my misery anymore. Every ounce of my energy is converting into the heartbeat which is throbbing in my ears. His eyes aren't sparing as his thumbs wipe away my tears softly and travel down to my lips. I can see his eyes darkening, not because of lust but anger. Don't say that again, baby. You are not worthless. I shook my head, not letting him continue. No, Taeyang, I am good. Good for nothing. I am worthless. Shoo, baby, not even a word. My sobs are ready to escape again when he presses his thumb on my tongue. He pulled me closer, pecking my wet eyes, then my nose and cheeks. I am sitting there feeling too exhausted to even give him a response. He looked at me so lovingly, but still I can see the darkness lingering at the side. Pulling me close, he kissed my forehead. Never say something like that again. He tried to sound soft, but it came out as a command as he looked straight into my eyes. I shivered under his sight as this is different from every way he had ever looked at me. This isn't purely love, but isn't purely hate either. It's something else, something more extreme, and I don't like its presence. Even the softest emotion, if it crosses its limit, it can become the deadliest emotion. Pulling me even closer, he led my head near his heart, where I can clearly hear his racing heart thumping against his chest. Can you hear this? I nodded my head, not knowing where this conversation is going. That's what you are, my heartbeat. Every second, my heart beats for you. Every breath I take is because of you. I looked up at him to see him looking at me as his hand patted my head again. You are not worthless. You are the most precious thing in this world. I winced at his words like they physically hurt me. Thing? He doesn't consider me as a human, but a thing. His trophy, which he can show around to set an example of letting him down. Breaking his soft hold, I dropped my head, while he takes me into his embrace. God created you perfect, just for me. You are mine, made for me. My heart races with fear because of his deep voice. I still remember how Kai used to express his love, how much special he used to make me feel. My eyes brimmed with tears again, remembering him, unlike the person who is caging me in his embrace. Pulling back, he smiled widely. Let's go, I will treat my baby as she did a wonderful job. He stood up, picking me up in his arms. Silence filled the room as he walked towards the door. I calmed my confused heart, knowing he cares for me because he doesn't want me to be damaged. At the end, I am in possession of his, which he wants to keep for his lifetime, nothing else. He doesn't love me, I am just a thing for him. Where are we going? I asked, looking down at the shining floor. We are walking down a silent corridor while Taewang is intertwining his hand in mine. I am super alert today as there is no one else except us. He ordered all men to go outside the mansion. I don't know what's in his mind, but being around him, that too alone, isn't the best thing for me. But do I have a choice? To a place you will never forget, he said while I can sense him smiling at me. The dark aura of Taewang is somehow absent today. He allowed me to choose my treat. He didn't put restrictions when I gave him the list of chocolates and ice creams. Even he didn't say a thing while I attacked 5 ice cream buckets. I think my breakdown affected him. At the end, he wanted to keep me as long as possible. I am the walking sign of the Kim Taewang's victory. Jerking towards him, he wrapped his hand around my waist. We turned to another silent corridor with the sound of only his strong footsteps. I don't know how someone can make so much noise while doing a simple act like walking. But never mind, he is the Kim Taewang. Our steps halted in front of a large wooden door. While roaming around the mansion to escape, I never saw this place. I swear this place is less house and more maze. If someone messes up with those corridors which are the same, God only knows where that person will end up. After my last failure, I didn't get the time to roam around this place and find out any cracked bars in my cage. Well, I won't even try now. It's impossible to get out of this place if I don't get any external help. And that's impossible too. Till now, at least there was one person I could ask help from, but now I don't think he will let anybody teach me except him. Frowning my eyes while eyeing the gate, I looked towards him to see his bright smile. I hope this bright smile won't be the reason for my tears. Leaning forward, he cupped my cheeks, making me look at him. Don't worry, you're gonna love it. He kissed my head before sniffing my hair. I nodded, releasing a breath of relief. Taewang's mood is just like this door. You can never guess from outside what to expect. He could be looking as calm as the sea and could erupt like a volcano the very next moment. What are you doing? I looked at kneeling Taewang. He looked up with a shine in his eyes. His brown orbs look more beautiful with the shine of happiness than the darkness of arrogance. Taking your slippers, my love. I smiled, looking at his genuine smile. I don't know what he planned for, nor can I escape. Better, I just don't hope for anything which can hurt me later and go with the flow. Slipping out my legs from the slippers, I let him keep them aside. I looked at him with soft eyes. He would be such an amazing husband if he hadn't forced me and married to someone who loves him. I can just imagine how perfect the couple will be, just like Kai and me. But he fell for the wrong person. Sighing disappointedly, I diverted my gaze from him. Taewang not only destroyed mine and his life, but he snatched the love Kai and the one who is meant for him deserves. There must be someone out there who would be craving the love he is forcing on me, who actually deserves it. Excited? Being startled by his sudden voice behind me, I kept one of my hands on my chest. I took a deep breath, recovering from shock when he back-hugged me. My body tensed up, but I didn't resist. He seems in a good mood today, and I don't want to ruin it. His hot breath is fanning near my cheeks as he keeps his chin on my shoulder. Softly reaching for my hands, he started making circles on the back of my palm with his rough thumb. My calm heart started accelerating, anticipating his next move, when suddenly he kissed my neck. You should give your husband more attention, don't you think? He snuggled more on my neck. You should think about me and only me when I am around. I nodded instantly as his soft and slow voice suddenly converted into deep and demanding. I could feel his smile as he pecked my cheek. Good baby, he mumbled happily. Pushing me forward with his hard chest, he brought me near to the door, while his hot breaths on my neck diverted my mind from everything else. Bringing my hands to the doorknob, he left it, deepening my frown. I tried to look at him, but he turned my head forward while giggling. Giggling? Not creepy chuckle, dark laugh, but a giggle. Somehow, this soothes my racing heart that his evil mind is on leave today. Open the door when I say, he said softly while kissing my neck again, sending a shiver down my spine. Nodding my head, I let him continue whatever he wanted to do. He placed his rough hands on my eyes, making me even more conscious about everything. My hold on the doorknob tightened, not knowing what to do. But somehow I don't have any bad feelings about anything. My fight or flight instincts are sleeping right now. Now my heart is more anticipating what he wanted to show than ceasing it with fear. And my mind is blank, not knowing whether I should expect something good in this place or not. Releasing a shaky breath, I waited for some movement, some command or request. But nothing. The only thing I can feel is the weight of the stare. I don't know how long I have been holding my breath while the person behind me is staring, but it feels longer than a year for me. I sigh deeply when he snuggles into me again. Now open the door, my queen. He kissed my ear for the last time before backing away. The moment I pushed the wooden barrier, a warm breeze hit my face and then the sweet smell. A smile appeared unknowingly, as now I am waiting for him to remove those hands and let me see. He smelled my excitement, I guess, as he is still keeping me blind. Now walk. I obeyed instantly, wanting to find out what it is. Not so fast, baby, you will fall. He giggled softly, but still his voice contained authority. Knowing his mood swings, I obeyed him, not wanting to be deprived from the things he planned. After a few steps, I felt something warm on my face, maybe sunlight, as I could see white dots with my closed eyes too. I stepped further last week when Taewang showed me I can't run from him was the last time I breathed freely in fresh air not coated with the sweet scent of roses of room freshener, which is too artificial for me. With another step, I traded the cold floor made by man for something soft and warm, a gift of nature. I walked slowly on the lap of nature as the warm breeze and sweet natural smell were accompanied by the light chirping of birds. I covered Taewang's hands, which are on my eyes, wanting to remove them, but no use. He chuckled before leaning near my ear. Patience, baby. Good things take time. Kissing my earlobe, he backed away, leaving my heart racing with excitement. We walked a bit further before he stopped me. Are you ready, baby? I nodded desperately, wanting this darkness in front of me to vanish. Here you go. Opening my eyes, I instantly closed them to stop the bright light from hurting my eyes. Taking deep breaths to calm my racing heart, I slowly opened my eyes, with black doubts lingering in my vision. And another second, a gasp escaped my mouth. A gasp which isn't showing my fear or shock but amazement and astonishment. Can anything be so beautiful? This looks unearthly, eternal. Something which not many can imagine is right in front of me. I turned around to see the same beauty surrounding me. Same blessing which I started despising last week with the knowledge of them as my cage is now melting my heart. I looked towards Taewang, who is staring at me with his soft eyes. This is beautiful, I said again, diverting my gaze to the beauty of our Mother Nature. I know. He stepped closer, holding my hands in his. But not more than my baby. He kissed my knuckles as I smiled awkwardly. I looked away, looking at the flowers which are shining because of the sunlight, while his eyes are on me. I didn't show you around the mansion till now. I nodded, understanding what he meant. As now I can't escape, I can know more about the place. A cage, you know, is far better than the one you don't. It's just the start. There are lots of surprises for today. We have been walking around the garden while intertwining our hands, well, not willingly, but I don't want to make Taewang angry. He is quite calm so far, not that I am complaining. He showed me the whole place. There are different gardens, he tells. Winter is the worst, as most of the garden dies, so there is another garden for it. Nature has a different type of peace. He looked at me, smiling while I nodded in response. Can anybody imagine that the person who is always so full of himself and his legacy has a soft corner for nature? The one who owns the biggest company in our civilized society finds peace in wildlife. Still, it doesn't give the peace you provide me. I smiled. I became used to getting compliments after every few minutes. Every time words escape from his mouth end up praising me. Not that I am complaining, but it's a bit too cheesy for the person who is the main reason for my misery. But still it is far too easy to bear his cheesy compliments than soul-shaking threats. I wonder how deep the garden is. I think we have been walking for almost half an hour or so, but there is no sign of it ending. No sign of a concrete wall as a barrier to get away to escape from this place. The place which actually meant for nature, but humans claimed it too. This place doesn't have huge walls. Anyone can jump off easily, neither security system. He said, still looking in the front, while I gulped. Did he just read my mind? Can he do that? You know why? He looked at me as I shook my head, as I didn't dare to look away. Something is missing in him. His warmth is slipping. I can sense that. Because we are far safer here than out. The one who escapes from here becomes the meal of animals. I gulped hard as his words sank deep inside my heart, destroying the hope, if there was any, in the corner of my heart. How are you so sure? I don't know why I asked this question. Maybe a part inside me still wants to protect that small hope I thought died. It will take months to get out of this forest with feet. By any chance, they survived wildlife, thirst and hunger will kill them. I looked away as I knew he would be smirking. The place which was shining a few moments ago with bright sunlight started turning dark. Or its same. The aura of the person beside me is returning to its original form. I don't know if I should run from him or not. I don't know what will be more dangerous, a beast created by God or a beast disguised as a human. Why so far? I said, trying to stay in present rather than giving my thoughts a chance to torment me. I am safe with him, at least for now. He won't eat me as a meal. Oh, he will eat you better than a beast. I shuddered even with the thought. I looked towards Taewang as looking around the garden. Let me show you something, he said while his aura again lightened. Well, this is weird. Is he in his period because he is acting like that? A few seconds before, he was literally threatening me, and now we have powers many people want. I looked at him as confusion covered my face. Distance is a better warrior than men. Clever, I must say. The one who has made this place must be a genius, as it can't be Taewang. Neither can it be Jihun Appa. This mansion talks about the generation it saw coming and going. So there weren't any attacks? I asked, curious about the capability of my species. Many, but no one able to see the mansion. He turned towards a path made from stone. No one was able to cross the first few layers of forest. Attacking us is another thing. Layers? How many layers are there? Did they set the traps out there? Curiosity runs inside me like blood. Every second, a question pops, and I can't just keep them inside me when I am walking beside the one who can answer my every query. Did you? Enough. The Queen of Kims doesn't have to worry about attacks, he said with arrogance. The only person you should be scared of is me. I looked at him with fear in my eyes. Sad, even guards can't protect you. He laughed at his humorless joke as my eyes brimmed with tears. How did I let my guard down for someone like him? How did I even think he would understand me? Understanding is the first stage of love. He is a heartless person who can never love anyone. He just knows how to command people, how to rule them. He can't rule on someone's heart.
Author POV. Words play the most important role in a relationship. We can't show everyone how we feel, but we can express it with words. The person who doesn't know what to say to whom can never succeed in life. The biggest art is the word, and the biggest artist is a wise speaker. Words can be sharper than swords or sweeter than sugar. They can be colder than ice or warmer than hugs. But the question is Taewang is an artist, or does he mean what he said? Did he really lack in expressing his feelings, or did he not have any? What do you think?